Hello and welcome to video number 2 of 7 in the Meeting Result Getting Started series. In the first video we covered creating stakeholders. We created 3 stakeholders. Once you've created all the stakeholders that you want to add to your projects or add to your meetings, next step is to create your list of projects. To do that, click on the Projects button in the upper left hand corner and then click on the plus button to the right of the Stakeholders button. This will bring up the Create Project screen. The first thing you'll want to do is give your project a name. We'll call this our first project. Next, we'll do a start date. It defaults to the current date. We'll leave that. Next, we're going to choose stakeholders. This is where the stakeholders that we created in the first video will come into play. And we're going to go ahead and select all 3 of these to belong to this project. We'll give a project status. By default, it's open. We'll leave that the way it is. Next, we'll choose a project leader, an organization, and a custom logo. By default, it's picking up the one that I've already configured. You could change this by clicking on the change button, and it'll bring up a screen with access to all of your images that are in your photo library or your camera roll. You'll notice that a couple of the fields most of the fields rather, in the Create Project screen have an asterisk next to them. That means that they're required. So you're required to do a name, you're required to have a start date, you're required to choose at least one stakeholder and a project leader in order to create a project. Once we're done, we'll click on the Save button. We'll note that we have our first project created. You can repeat these steps to create as many projects as you need. You can also go back and add some more stakeholders if you find that you've got some additional stakeholders that you need to add to your projects, so that you can then invite them to your meetings, which is what we'll show you in a subsequent video. This concludes this video tutorial. We thank you and look forward to viewing the rest of the video tutorials.